Okay, Divine Feminine. It is Friday, January 5th, 8:14 a.m. Okay, so I was called to pull some cards for us this morning. I really felt my passionate Divine Feminine energy, incited a little bit by a dream, I guess. I'll share a little bit. I don't know. We'll see if it flows. But it's just it's just cheesy. Okay, you know what I mean? So it's like, why share it? But yeah, anyway, it's personal and cheesy. But so I didn't intend to share this. That's why the cards are already chosen, and they wanted to come out pretty much right away. So, and I'll tell you how they came out and everything too. So what I was getting, just from my dream and the energy I was feeling this morning, and then I was called to pull a tree oracle card, and one kind of turned around and I looked at it, it was the apple tree card. Okay, and then I kept shuffling, and then another one kind of turned around, didn't flip over and face it, so stayed in the deck but kind of twisted around. So I'm like, okay, let me look at that one. That was sugar maple. So I'm like, yeah, the feminine is being called to her sweeter, softer side, her juicier, sweeter, softer side of that passion, the more watery flow. So not so much of the fire of it, like initiation and getting things, and like forward motion. Okay, this is more of a receptive, sweet, soft, feminine receptivity. So right brain, okay, still right brain feminine stuff, but it's more of that watery receiving, being open, that sweeter, softer, more subtle side. Not to diminish the fiery feminine, okay, that builds and gets things done, but we're being called into that other side of still right brain feminine, okay. But so this message is definitely specifically for feminine, okay. But right brain, okay, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, okay. So it's just people who are more in tune with their right brain, okay. Or maybe this will trigger some people, I don't know, who are more left brain, and then, but that, it's all divinely guided, okay. Even if you get triggered and you give it a down like or whatever, it was still meant to be, okay. It's still divine. So okay, so just before I show the cards, I was already like, oh, just the communications with the galactic family and just Archangel Gabriel really coming through. And so 3 cards came out from the Dragon Oracle deck, okay, face down, so I didn't see any of them. I flipped over one. Was it the one on the top? That must have been, because I just flipped over one, and I was just like, it's just perfect how they all synced up. And then the next 2 I flipped over maybe together at the same time, and it's just like, Divine Feminine, your galactic family, okay, the galactic family, our family of light, okay, the benevolent ones are definitely trying to communicate with us. So it's very important that we get into that sweeter, softer, more subtle, more quiet, okay, so we can hear these messages coming in, because especially from the Pleiadians and the Lyrians, okay, and when I saw that, it brought a tear to my eye. But I was feeling so much of this feminine receptivity that I was just didn't want to get locked into emotion or whatever, just receiving, being open, right? Okay, so and think of your eye when it's open and receiving and looking and observing. It needs to be lubricated, right? So that watery feminine flow, and being observant and receptive really go hand in hand, okay? And just again, that solar eclipse, ever since the solar eclipse, there's been this revolution, really, of the soul. It's like an evolution, but it was like a big burst of masculine light code energy that was coming in, okay? Being guided by Gaia, okay, opening up, receiving, okay, and then implementing all this light code information, okay, through activation, healing, raising the vibration, all that, okay. And yeah, just a lot of love, passion, okay, just like the last reading. I don't remember if that was specific, if that was for the one I did with both energies and then combined, or one or the other, but I think passion was in the, anyway, passion keeps coming up, okay? Alright, so we're going to turn the light on now and get into the cards. And yeah, so what I was saying about that, the passion, that loving passion, okay, but it's more of the loving, sensual, softer, more receptive, tending to your needs, okay, your own body, okay. First, it has to start there always, okay. So I'm really feeling this myself, really feeling back into my body, more that feminine, naked, vulnerable, but the power and the strength, all this activation from that, the 1 year of 2017 and that solar eclipse and all the, okay, whether it's fake, real, whatever, something happened there. Okay, so, and remember, nothing gets past God, okay? So to question anything is to question God, so. All right. Oh. Well, you guys can't see. It's dark. I just bumped the table, but I'm like, oh, I got the camera covered up anyway. All right. Let's get into these cards here. Okie dokie. Hagadaga. Might do some impressions later in a different video for, just for my brothers out here to, and sisters too, whatever, you know, it's just comedy, but we'll keep it separate from this. Alright, so let's see where. Turn the table there. Okay, so I'm going to get into these cards now. Okay, these all flipped over 3 all together in one chunk at once, okay, and I shuffled regular style, then tarot style, okay. So I believe it was like this. Okay, first one I flipped over. This is the gold and silver. Okay, gold is the sun. Silver is the moon. Okay. That's your soul and your spirit. Your spirit is pure. Your soul is the one who's been, okay, soul reincarnation through the moon. That's the silver. That represents the soul and the feminine. Gold is the masculine, represents the solar. Okay, that is your soul, but your spirit, your pure light spirit, okay, I just look at the soul as the thing that has all the memory from lifetime after lifetime, all the glory, all the gory. So, but the spirit is the pure thing, okay? The source in which we're anchored, or you can say your higher self. So the gold, okay, gold and silver, violet flame, dragon, and violet flame, that's the highest vibration, right? So when you combine the masculine and feminine and you're perfectly balanced, that's where you're of the highest vibration, because that's when you're in your heart. Okay? So, gold and silver, violet flame dragon transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Yeah, and the magician kept coming up in cards yesterday, readings I was doing, and the healer, which is the Page of Cups, so magic and healing, yes, very much so. So it's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. So that word grace is in there twice, and that's what my name means, and my son's, all versions of John or Anna. Or Joanna. John the Baptist. Okay, Eber. That's who he is. So, beautiful. Isn't that just beautiful? The monarch butterfly there. The transmutation, transformation. You can only transmute that around you when you transmute and transform within. Transmute that which is within. And that's transformation. Okay? So, transmute, transform things into something that is beneficial. Okay. Now, these two. All three of these came out together face down. So, when I saw this first one, I'm like, oh yeah, I love this, just the balance. This two just keeps getting reiterated. Okay, this two energy. So the Pleiadians, they like to show up a lot. And the Lyrans especially. These two are the ones that I've had the most, and Siren, but like the most hands-on, especially Pleiadian, okay? And my son's double Leo with the Lyran. Okay, that's I have Leo connection just throughout my life. So now, and Pleiadians, okay, that's the Jesus connection. So, 7 sisters, okay, it's in the Bible. Okay, this is just like, it's galactic, it's fantastic, right? But it's also true, biblical, historical. This is real. This is the real deal. This is where we come from. Okay. Origins, all right. Blue dragon from the Pleiades. Oh, and this is the blue rose they mention in the book. It's all about this blue rose, okay? Now, this dragon prepares you to accept source healing. Accept a heart activation. Give and receive heart healing. And that's what this said right here. Magic and healing. And when you're balanced, okay, you're letting your higher self guide your soul. Okay, you're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're balanced in the masculine and feminine, letting the feminine lead the way, because that is what the movement and the flow is. We don't get anywhere without her. It's not about genitalia, or gender, okay? Gen, that's just gene. So, just the vessel, the conduit of the genetics, okay, is our genitals. So this is also very much, and that's Archangel Gabriel, the sacral chakra. So, anyway, but this is heart balance, okay? Balance, masculine, feminine, left brain, right brain, 3 chakras above, 3 chakras below, you're balanced in your heart center. I'm just talking about the basic 7 chakras, okay? And 7 sisters, Pleiades, and all that. So this is the balance of the masculine and feminine, where your heart is. That's where all the magic and healing happens, and transmutation, and wisdom and grace, and all that, because you're letting the feminine lead the way. You're balanced, but the right brain feminine leads the way. That's the wisdom, that's the grace. Okay, because that's the flow, that's the movement, that's her, that's the feminine. Okay, the flow is feminine. So, accept a heart activation. give and receive heart healing. So the blue dragon from the Pleiades prepares you for source healing, okay? Now the white gold dragon from Lyra, okay, these are the Lyrans, and their message is, connects you to the highest Christ's light. Develop, your causal chakra. They call, okay, so the Manipura, the solar plexus, okay? Develop your causal chakra. They call it the causal. Bathe in 9-dimensional Christ light. And 9 is very much, okay, the feminine, 9 months pregnant, okay. So, it's just like very much beautiful balance of masculine and feminine, okay. But Lyrans, okay, the feminine, the feline, okay, they know that they're very much masculine, getting their very powerful, anchoring a lot of God light, a lot of God code, a lot of information. That's why they're the terraformers, those wings, the lungs, the ungulating, okay? They know all about the building power, the manifestation power of the divine feminine, okay? In this 2 energy, okay, and the Pleiadians are all about the heart, okay, and Lyran, Lion, Leo, the sun, heart, okay, they're associated with, the part of the body that they're associated with is the heart, okay, and Pleiadians, very much heart-centered as well. It's more like masculine and over here, a lot of anchoring that light, okay. Same with the Pleiadians, but it's just a little bit different. This is more energetic healing, stuff like that, and Lyran's more like manifesting, okay, bringing spirit into form. So yeah, it connects you to the highest Christ light. So you're really anchoring a lot of that masculine light code, okay, bringing that, harnessing that, anchoring it with the 3 elements down here into form, okay, through the air, through the ether. This electric comes in, and she uses the water, the earth, and the fire. Okay, so the movement, and that's why it's the Trinity. Trinity is feminine. He is that singularity, okay, that she harnesses. And that's why the earth is 4, and the 4 elements. So, it's just beautiful. Healing, anchoring that Christ light through your Manipura. If I said Muladhara, I meant Manipura, yeah. Muladhara. Mula, money, that's the base root chakra. So Manipura, Mani, manipulate, getting things done, manifesting, okay. So we're really manifesting source healing and heart healing, heart activation and heart healing, okay, through the feminine and masculine working together, especially the Lyrans and the Pleiadians, okay. They're really helping us with this 2 energy, balancing the masculine and feminine, left and right brain, letting the feminine right brain lead the way, because that's the only way we move forward, because she is the flow. I just have to keep reiterating certain things because I want people to understand what it means and not take it as worshiping this or that or what. It's metaphysical, it's all energy, it's quantum, it's galactic, okay. It's all the way back-dick. So those cards, oh, beautiful, right? Oh, the dragon one. So those are the first ones I pulled. I think the unicorns were the second one. So, and I shuffled same way, like Sinner style, Casino style, and then Tarot style, and only one came out for this one, and it was this one. And isn't that perfect? Polarity. So unifying those polarities, okay, just like right here. Balance, the heart, that's where the highest vibration is. That's where we manifest. We create our life the way we want it. But it has to come from a clear, balanced perspective, which is from the heart. That's the only way to be. That's when you're the perfect reflection of God. That green esteem, right? That emerald, that rainbow thrown all steamy, likened unto an emerald. Because that's the green esteem betwixt. The tween. That's what the twin flames are all about. Getting people into that, unifying these polarities. Getting out of your head, getting out of the root, just being in the heart. That way you can travel your whole energy system and connect with the cosmic energetic system, okay, with ease. So it's about getting all these, doing all this healing so we can get there, okay? A lot of heart healing. So call in those activations. Call in your team. Talk to God. Say, hook me up with that heart activation that Emerald Spider was talking about. So let me just read, and isn't that beautiful? Okay, just beautiful. Black and white unicorn, masculine, feminine. It's got like the sun over here, right? And then the moon over here. Oh, okay. Or stars or whatever, but polarity. Integrate your shadow side. There can be no light without dark. Understand the law of polarity. Yeah, it's not about getting rid, it's about shedding light on the darkness, right? That's how we transmute it, that's how we weave it together and integrate it. That's how we transmute it, by weaving together the light and dark, and by doing that, we dissolve the darkness. And that's how we can stay in our heart chakra. So it's unifying this polarity. And what was so beautiful when that shot out, just one by itself, there was only one unicorn. So I wanted to share the bottom card. Beloved, again, was on the bottom. Okay. Prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Okay, more butterflies again. Where was there a butterfly? Oh yeah, on the gold and silver. So the balanced one, right? More butterflies, okay. And then the top was, look at that. And that came up already in another reading, partnership. Again, that 2 energy, okay? Teamwork will give you a better result. I thought that said results, and I'm like, it didn't say a better results, did it? No, please don't. So again, polarity, partnership. Look, there's 2 on here. There's 2 on here. And then beloved, okay, and there's 2, the one on the bottom is just hello, 2, 2, 2. So polarity is the one that came out though, okay. This was the top one, partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. So, there you go. Polarity. Partnership. Passionate, love it, beloved partnerships, okay? It says romance. Okay. So, now this one. This one that came out. Okay, so this one kind of turned around, so I pulled it. And then I was like, okay, shoot me out another one, and a big chunk fell out. I'm like, not that many. So when I grabbed the chunk and put it back in, this one was still left on the floor. So I was like, and it was facing up. So I'm like, okay, they want me to pull that one too. So, but what ended up on the bottom was empowerment. Hello, that comes from being in your heart, being balanced. Oh, and it's a 13. Hello, Divine Mother. Reduces to a 4, which is the square, which represents the earth. So grounded, strength, stamina, Yes, and see how she's harnessing, look at that fuchsia or violet is very much associated with the crown chakra and that sword. She's anchoring that light, that God code light, okay, to bring in more of that divine feminine. It's all glittery, and she's in the water. Well, that kind of looks, it almost looks like that's moon energy. You see what I'm saying? But it's still light. He's the light. He's the code. He's the information. Okay. You see how it's like. So, really, this empowerment of being that, see how like feminine and flow. She's like, she's got that sword, right? But look, she's like, you know, got a leg, got some showing some skin. She's beautiful. She's not just like all just warrior. Got it. It's like she's in her feminine flow. See the waterfall flowing. Okay, the moon energy. She's harnessing that softer, more dreamy, sexy, passionate, romantic, beautiful beauty, grace, wisdom. Okay, that more of that watery feminine. Okay, not so much of the fire or earth, but more of that the watery feminine flowing. Okay, because that too, also that movement. Okay, so we're as the feminine, whether you're masculine, male or female, whatever, your right brain is being called to go more with this watery feminine flow. Okay, of water takes the path of least resistance. It just goes with the flow. It goes with its guidance, and this is more of a. So there's information and knowledge and truth in the water, but it's just more, it's softer, okay? Moon and water and then look what was on the top. Heart portal. Looks like a peppermint candy too. And that pink and green complementary color. So, and that's a 20, which reduces to a 2. Again, another 2. Then we got partnership. Okay, so receptivity. Generosity. Oh, mistrusting. So, divine feminine, you're asked to be more trusting. And when you're more trusting, you're going to be more in your heart. When you're more in your heart, you're going to be more of that loving, receptive feminine. And then you're going to bring more of that romance and sensuality. Okay, which I think the divine feminine is very in need of. I'm not talking about having sex. I'm talking about sensuality. Okay. So that's the heart portal, and it's 2. So it's very about partnership. Okay, partnering up with other people aligned with their heart. Okay, balanced in the left and right hemispheres. So empowerment, that was 13. Very much divine, feminine. Where was it? Oh yeah. And then these both had a 3 in it. So this was the one that was stuck on the floor, the oneness, okay. Again, these are all perfectly in balance with, and in sync with each other. That's why I just had to share it with you. Okay, so balance, patience, divine masculine, oneness. So being patient for waiting on your divine masculine, okay. See how he's there by he's getting in tune with the divine feminine. See the flute, see all the water, the nature all around him, the moon, the stars. So all the crystals, you know, bringing him those activations, the resonant, the moon activate, all the star, galactic families, nature, the frequencies that he's tuning in. Okay, so and also a message for the masculine, just to be patient, you know, with your left brain. So when the logic and all that wants to come in, just because she's so expansive and wild and free, right? The masculine wants to organize things, rightly divide things, count them, quantify, qualify. And she's just like, I just want to experience it all. Taste the rainbow. So, okay, this patience, all right? Getting to this oneness, it's a process. coming into balance. We have to be patient, especially with the divine masculine energy that's in men and women, okay? Patience is coming into play because this divine masculine distortion that wants to, okay? So, but when that comes in and the divine feminine wants to get distorted, do the victim thing and all that, and codependence, we're not doing none of that. No. We're unifying polarities. We're coming together, balanced, heart-centered, oneness, okay? Oneness with our galactic family. Okay, awakening. Now that was 30, which reduces to 3, and this is card 3. So another 3. Okay, Christ consciousness. Hello. Awakening. Ancient knowledge, memories, connection. Okay. And that goes right here with these Lyrians and Pleiadians. Ancient knowledge. These activations. The knowledge. The dreams. Okay. The messages from your team. Ancient knowledge. Memories. Connection. That's what it's all about. Connection. Oneness. Unifying the polarities. Okay. Beautiful. Very interesting. It kind of looks like a trident. There's this piece of a mountain here, but it's etheric. It's like up above where the mountain. Oh, and it looks like a face right there. Oh, I see now. There's like all over them, but it almost looks like a trident, like Neptune. Okay. And wasn't that oh yeah, I didn't bring it in here, but for the Dragon Oracle deck, yeah, the Neptune dragon was on top. I'm like, there's that Neptune, the Poseidon, Atlantis. Okay, so I don't know if y'all are gonna even be able to see it, but it's like, because it's kind of see-through-y. Let me put my finger right where it is. Right to the left of that little star right there. Or right to the right of it. Looks like a little Neptune sign. Right where my fingernail is, right where that star is, where my fingernail is, right to the right. So, and I mean, hello, the ancient Atlantis, the crystals, okay, activating and giving us this knowledge. It's all about balance, the Trinity, letting the feminine lead the way. That's the only way we get anywhere, and we have to be balanced in our heart center, heart chakra, in order to have any progress, any movement on our path. Okay, so these cards here. There we go. Now, oh yeah, and then we had, I can move this over here now. You can't even see that, it's kind of dark. Oh yeah, see the little white unit, okay. So, this one flipped over and shot out. Routine. There's that again. 6th house. Oh, and there's another 30. Isn't that just perfect? See, and see the body, the balance of the body, getting in tune with nature. That the phi, the golden ratio, the golden mean. Okay, so it's in your body. It's in everything in nature. So we're aligning with that frequency. That's how we're going to transmute, be balanced, be in our heart chakra, be open to receiving these activations, to keep evolving our soul. So 6th house, routine, there's the flower of life. And it's within you, okay? It's Christ consciousness. So 6th house. And then on the bottom was a solar eclipse. There's that card again. So, revolution, right? The revolution of the soul. The soul is revolting. Like, no, I want to heal. You ain't gonna keep me down. I'm gonna activate. I'm gonna anchor these light codes and activate. I'm gonna heal. And top card was, okay, so you still have that passion, that fire, okay, men and women both. You still have that. This is masculine and feminine fire, okay? So she's the consuming fire, the fire on the earth, and he's that just the electric, cool blue fire, the light code, okay? But like in a candle flame, they're both together, right? To have a whole flame, to have anything forward motion of the candle taking the wax up the wick and burning it, having the energy, you know, this flow of energy, it takes that masculine and feminine fire together. So this is the fire element. Desire, upward triangle, represents masculine, okay? So air would have a line across, and fire is more pure, so that it doesn't have a line. That's how I look at it. And then feminine would be the downward facing triangle with the line would be earth, and downward with no line would be water, because it's more pure, right? That's how I look at it. So fire and water are also the purifying. Okay, so you think of the air, there's a lot of stuff in the air. Think of the earth and soil, there's lots of stuff in there, right? But the water is pure, fire is pure. And this is how we're purified. Baptism by water, and then Jesus passes you off to Michael to let you know you're safe, because you're about ready to get baptized by fire. And that's how it goes. Jesus comes first, and Archangel Michael, and Archangel Gabriel. It's all a process, line upon line, precept upon precept, because they're just preparing you, okay? Because the fire, whew, right? It's a process, so that's why it goes, Jesus comes. That's why it's the only way to the Father is through, because Jesus comes first, the water, okay? John the Baptist, Eber, Jesus, Raphael, okay? The right hand, the green. Okay, then you go into the blue, Archangel Michael. Then you go into the red, which is the opposite of the green, okay? That's when you've done your 180 and come full circle. So that was on the top, okay? That's 37-3, very much, that's Christ consciousness. 7, the spiritual seeker. So 3 and 7 are the most spiritual numbers, okay? And then there you go right there. And that reduces to 10. It's a singularity. That's your connection to source. So, fire element and then solar eclipse on the bottom. Hello. And then 6th house, I'm learning the houses and stuff, so I'm, you know. But you can look that up for yourself. Or you might already know that. So 6th house, routine. I think very much this is, especially places where it's cold. It's been like in the mid-60s here. It's about to get into like the mid-50s. But, you know, they've had I've had a little peek at the moon a couple times, so I was grateful for that. But they've had the sun pretty much covered up, and then it was raining yesterday, which is fine. I want it, whatever, to clear out of the sky, though, and just have a peek at the sun. But, yeah, some people, it's really cold where some people are, so I'm sending you bundles of warmth from my heart chakra. Okay, now we're going to just, they wanted me to shuffle the tree one on camera because, like I said, they showed me the apple one turned around. I looked at it, I'm like, okay. And then whatchamacallit, sugar maple turned around, so I pulled that out, looked at it, I'm like, okay, yeah, sweetness, that's what the feminine, like I said, is being called to do. So let's see what comes up from the wisdom of the tree oracles, okay? Jupiter-doo, Jupiter-doo-dah, Jupiter-day. already shuffled them, so let's see what pops out. Yeah, because I kept shuffling. I'm like, you guys want me to do it on camera, huh? Indian bean turned around. That's very abundant because it has blossoms and it has bean pods, so it's very, very divine feminine, the Indian bean. I came out once before, I forget. Ash came out, the last one I pulled for myself, and that before, I came out maybe a couple times before, but basically the message from that is flexible rigidity, like having your boundaries, but also being flexible. Okay, it's this balance of masculine and feminine. And Ash is also burning up all the bullshit. So, and Ash is a very strong tree, but it's it can be very flexible too. So they use it for, you know, it's very versatile. Versatility was the key word for that one. Ooh, pomegranate wanted to stick out. That's very abundant. Okay, so I'm saying this abundant, loving, giving, nurturing, watery, feminine, receptive, expansive, open-minded, high vibration, balanced, heart-centered, feminine. Because pomegranate is very much about abundance. Okay. Oh my god! The Ash one, yo! Okay, dude. That's the one that it slipped out by itself over here, face up. So let's see what these ones. That's so funny. I was just, okay. Elm, hornbeam. Look at pomegranate came out. Elm, this is I already know this is contact and communication with the ancients. Okay, star family, ancients, your past lives. Okay, Elm, that is communication with the galactics, the ancients, the star family, your higher self. Higher. This is feminine energy, earth energy, pomegranate. Okay, that five fingers and toes, 5 senses, very much of the earth, sensual, divine feminine, abundant, loving, giving, nurturing. Just, okay, pomegranate represents that because of how many seeds there are, that proliferation. It's just so just undulating, wanting to make more and more and more trees. Okay. So hornbeam, let's look up hornbeam because this peeked out. So Ash, I just explained. That's so funny that's the one that shot up. So that's an important one because I didn't share that, but I was like, should I share it? Because it's kind of an important message. But so yeah, it wanted to be shared, didn't it? Ooh, Montezuma cypress at the bottom and European beech. Okay, those are in tune with the ancients. So that elm tree there, it's like I'm saying, expansive communications. Okay, it's we're expanding. Okay, and we're going deep within, communicating with the body, and this routine thing is going to be what we do after we've had a powwow with the body and listened to it and communicated with our body, and then we go and implement it. Okay, and that's what becomes part of our 3D routine. Okay, and it's anchored into the 3D, into the earth, but it starts in the spirit, conceptually. Okay, in communication. Okay, so hornbeam. Let's check out this one. It looks like very versatile because there's like a stool there and little bundles for fire. Okay, so it looks like it gives you comfort, warmth. Okay, when I was just saying that, so let's see what it says in the book. Because hornbeam, European beech, is very much like Celtic, Druid, old ancient. Okay, hornbeam. I opened up right to oak and coast redwood. I think it's in this section, is it? Well, there's ash, Indian bean, hornbeam. Oh, it's interesting because a lot of those are right here. Strength. What didn't one of these cards say? Strength. Was it the polarity? Anyway, it was one of the yeah, maybe one of the bottom cards or something. Yeah. Yeah, I know I read the word strength on one of these cards though, but it was probably a top or bottom from one of those. So anyway, Hornbeam strength. Now, this is the Deva message from the tree Deva. Okay, the spirit of this tree says, I am one of the forest's strongest trees. Okay, remember, ash is very strong but flexible. And very versatile, different things you can use it for. Okay, so I'm one of the forest's strongest trees. Hence, okay, strength. I can help you to withstand the pressures and strains of life so that you grow from the experience and become more secure and confident. Yes. And hornbeam, horns are very strong if you think of horns like on an animal, and beam like you would use to, you know, make your house out of and stuff. Okay, so there's like a little bundling up there so it's good for making fires, probably a good strong wood so it burns long and hot, and then to make stools and furniture out of, so you need durable wood for that, right? Alright, so looks like a little gun, like a little musket gun carved out of hornbeam right there. This is on page 41. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. The hornbeam is prized for its tough wood, which is excellent for coppicing. I think is that whittling, coppicing. Anyway, Coppicing. Coppicing. Okay. I don't know what that word is, so I might be mispronouncing it, probably. Yeah. Excellent for coppicing and for making durable tools, such as the cogs for windmills and water mills. Oh, see? Wind, water, the flow, the feminine. The tree is known as ironwood. Oh, and iron, the blood. Oh, the iron-rich magnetic feminine, really. Because it blunts a carpenter's tools. Oh, okay, makes them dull, yeah. Hornbeam is an important tree for creating dense hedging, and was once believed to provide shelter for both goblins and murderers. Oh no. Those damn dirty devils. Ugh. Anyway, okay, so despite this, hornbeam hedges were planted to protect sacred groves, such as those that once existed in the Alps. Oh, the Trinity Alps. It makes me think about that. Okay. In the past, the leaves were used to treat wounds and were distilled to create an eye lotion. So it must have some kind of antifungal, anti-infected, antibiotic properties. Treat wounds and for eye cream, eye lotion. So maybe to make you look young and radiant and beautiful. See, it's all in nature. Like all these things, that's what we're gonna get back to. Goddess healing through just essential oils, all that stuff. It's all about healing, raising the vibration, being in the heart, this love, okay? Truth. Love that is rooted in truth, dependent upon, reliant upon truth. Okay? And that's the only way we're going to be able to manifest anything, okay, is from the heart and from truth, and the highest vibration. So, any other facts here? Let's see. This is the message This is a good time for you to work on new ideas, especially ones related to personal projects. Like, how much more personal can you get than the body in a routine that is, this just helps you to stay engaged and in constant communication with your body. That's what the routine is all about. So you don't lose that communication. It's very important. Communication is extremely important. Okay, this is the exchange of energy. This is how we do this. So, related to personal projects and to cultivate your creative talents. These will lead to fresh opportunities, and your renewed enthusiasm will rekindle your passion for life. And that looks like kindling, right? So, just look at the scientific grows to 80 feet tall. Wow. 25 meters, which is 5 times 5. That's the Divine Feminine. Okay, the senses, 5 fingers, so very organic, okay. And then 80, that's Christ consciousness, that reduces to 8, so. Let's just see the, Carpinus, Betulus, so it's like saying good for carpentry. All right. Oh, and 41 reduces to 5. So, all right, good stuff. I'll leave you guys with that. Divine Feminine, love you. I love you. I love me. We love us. All right. Let me find my little arrow mouse here. Okay, love, peace, blessings.